Assalamu alaikum class. I am your physics teacher Iram. We are revising the chapter gravitation, chapter number 5. We have discussed about the law of gravitation. Now we will move forward towards the mass of earth. Before discussing the mass of earth, let's discuss about the gravitational field. Gravitational field is a area around the earth within which the earth can attract anything towards itself. If anything cross this field, earth will no longer pull it towards itself. So we can say that gravitational field is present around the earth. It is a specific area around within which the earth can attract the bodies towards it. The gravitational force is a non-contact force. Why it is called non-contact force? Because if the body, it does not only affect on the body which is present on its surface, but it also acts on the bodies which are present at some height, which are not in contact with it directly. So we can say that the gravitational force is a non-contact force. Whenever we throw something upward, its velocity will decrease, and at the highest point its velocity becomes 0, and then it come back toward the earth. So hence this is a field force, which is also called non-contact force, because it also acts on the bodies which are not directly in contact with each other. Now we will discuss about the mass of earth. How can we find out the mass of earth? By using the law of gravitation. According to the law of gravitation, every body present in the universe attracts every other body towards itself with a force which is directly proportional to the product of the masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between their centers. Let's take a mass present on the surface of the earth. Its weight is acting in the downward direction. The distance between the center of earth and the center of this mass is represented by radius of earth, because the mass is just present on the surface of the earth. So we can take the distance between this mass and the center of earth as the radius of earth. Now according to the law of gravitation, the force is directly proportional to the product of two masses, and it is inversely proportional to the square of distance between centers. It comes out to be F equals to G m1 m2 divided by d square. In this case, we can write this force of gravitation as G m1. Let's take m1 as this mass m, and m2 as the mass of earth, represented by capital M, divided by d square is the distance between the centers of these two bodies, which is r here. So we can write it as r square. We also know that the force with which the earth attracts the body towards itself is its weight. Is the weight of this body, which is represented by W equals to mg. It means this force of gravitation is actually the weight of the body. We can replace this force with mg here. So we can write mg as g m divided by r square. Mass of the body is present on both sides, so it will be cancelled. We are left with g equals to g m divided by r square. For rearranging this equation for the mass of earth, it comes out to be m equals to g r square divided by capital G, where g is the acceleration due to gravity, r is the radius of earth, and g is the gravitational constant. We know the values of these three quantities by putting the value in this formula. G is 10. It can vary with the height, but as we have taken the mass of this mass on just the surface of the earth, so we can take it as 10, because its value on the surface of earth is 10. The value of radius of earth is 6.4 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 meters. we have to take its square here, divided by capital G has the value 6.673 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 11. By taking its square and then multiplying it with 10 and solving all these, we will have the value of mass of earth as 6.0 multiplied by 10 raised to power 24 kg. So by using the law of gravitation, we have find the value of mass of earth, which comes out to be 6.0 into 10 raised to power 24 kg. Kg is the unit of mass, that's why we have written kilograms here for the mass of earth. That was all about our today's topic. Two problems are related with this topic, 5.3 and 4. Now we have to discuss that. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum class. As today we have discussed about mass of earth, so now we are going to solve the problems related to this topic. Problem number 5.3 and 5.4 are related to the topic, so we have to solve them today. 5.3 states that find the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of Mars. Here we have to find out the acceleration due to gravity. It means we have to find out small g. On the surface of Mars, the mass of Mars is given as 6.4 into 10 raised to power 23 kg. This is the mass given, and its radius is 3370 kilometers. Now we have to write the data first. According to the statement of problem, we are given we have to find out the gravity, acceleration due to gravity on Mars. Mass of Mars is given as 6.42 into 10 raised to power 23 kgs, and the radius of Mars is given as 3370 kilometers. As kilometer is not a SI unit, so first of all we have to convert kilometer into meters. As you know that to convert kilometer into meters, we have to multiply the value with 1000. Now we can write 3370 as in scientific notation as 3.370 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3. Why? Because we have to move decimal from end of this value 3370 to the to after first 3, that is first non-zero digit. So 3.370 will be there, multiply by 10 raised to power 3. As we have moved 3 places towards left, so we have to write the exponent as positive 3. Now 1000 can be written as 10 raised to power 3. Again 3.370 multiply by 10 raised to power 6 is here. Why? Because 10 raised to power 3 multiply 10 raised to power 3 bases are same, so we have to add the exponents. 10 raised to power 6 will be there. Now the gravitational constant has the value 6.673 multiplied by 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. You have to learn it. You have to keep it in your mind that G, the value of capital G is 6.673 multiplied 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Now starts toward the solution. This formula is for mass of earth. We can also use this for finding out the mass of we can also use it for Mars. Rearranging this formula for small g, it will be G equals to G, mass of Mars will be multiplied by capital G divided by R square. Putting the values, we will have 6.42 multiplied 10 raised to power 23 multiplied by 6.673 multiplied 10 raised to minus 11 divided by R square is there. Don't forget to write the square here. So 3.370 multiplied 10 raised to 6 raised to power 2 is here. On multiplying these two values 6.42 and 6.673, we will have 42.84066, and 10 raised to power 23 and 10 raised to power minus 11 will be solved together. They will be 10 raised to power 23 minus 11. Bases are same, so powers will be added. Divided by, you have to take the square of 3.30 separate and 10 raised to power 6 separately. 3.370 square will be 11.3569 and 10 raised to power 6 square gives you 10 raised to power 12. Now by dividing these two values, 42.84066 divided by 11.3569 gives you 3.77, and multiply 10 is to power 12 in place of 10 is to power 23 minus 11 divided by 10 is to power 12 as it is. As there are same values in numerator and denominator, they can be cancelled and we are left with 3.77 meter per second square. Here meter per second square is the unit of acceleration due to gravity. So this was the solution of 5.3. As you can see here, the answer is 3.77 meter per second square. Now move towards 5.4. The statement is the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of moon is 1.62 meter per second square. G is given here. The radius of moon is 1740 kilometers. Find the mass of moon. Here the mass is required. Again we have to use the same formula as in 5.3. First of all, write the data. Acceleration due to gravity is given. Radius is 1740 kilometers. Here kilometer is not SI unit, so you have to convert it first. Again it will be 1.740 into 10 is to power 6, same as before. Mass of moon is required. The universal gravitational constant's value is 6.673 multiplied 10 is to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. The formula for the mass of moon will be gr square divided by capital G. Don't mix this small g and capital G. We will discuss the difference between these two further in any lecture. Now gr square divided by G, will be putting the values 1.62 multiply r square. Here r square, you have to keep it in mind that square is here, so you have to write the square 1.740 multiply 10 is to power 6 square divided by capital G value. Now taking squares of 1.740 and 10 is to power 6 separately will be 3.026276 and 10 is to power 6 square will be 10 is to power 12. Again solving the quantities other than the powers of 10. In numerator, the multiplication gives 4.904712, 10 is to power 12 divided by 6.673 as it is. As 10 is to power minus 11 was there in denominator, when it will come to numerator, its exponent will be changed from negative to positive. Now by dividing these two values, we will have 0.735, 10 is to power 12 and multiply 10 is to power 11, it will be 10 is to power 12 plus 11. Now the value comes out to be mass of earth will be 0.735 multiply 10 is to power 23. This is the mass of moon according to the formula. In the answer you can see here 7.35 into 10 is to power 22 is there. Don't get confused, because when you write your answer in scientific notation, you have to move point to the after the 7. It will be 7.35. This is the scientific notation, and we have moved one digit towards right, so we will have 10 raised to power 23 minus 11. The answer will be 7.35 into 10 is to power 22 kg. This will be the mass of moon, 7.35 as given in the book. So these two numericals are related with the topic, so you have to write these in your neat notebooks and practice them also.